Money isn't just numbers, it's a mindset. At Financalytics, we help you rewire your brain for wealth, build better habits, and create financial freedom that lasts. Most people assume wealth begins with money itself, the paycheck, the savings account, the investments. But in reality, wealth doesn't start in your wallet. It begins in your mind. Because money isn't just about numbers. It's about the beliefs you carry, the habits you've built, and even the fears you've developed over time. Think about it. Two people can earn the same salary, yet one ends up broke while the other builds financial freedom. The difference isn't their income, it's their mindset. If you believe money is hard to keep, you'll find ways to lose it. If you see saving as a sacrifice, you'll resist it. And if fear drives your decisions, you'll miss opportunities to grow. The good news, none of this is permanent. Just like you can train your body at the gym, you can train your brain to think differently about money. You can reprogram the way you react to spending, saving, and investing, and that's when true wealth begins to grow. Your money story actually begins long before you even realize it. The way you think about money today isn't just random. It's been shaped by the messages you heard growing up. Maybe your parents said things like, "Money doesn't grow on trees." It sounds like a harmless phrase, but what it really teaches is that money is scarce, that it's hard to come by, and that wanting more is somehow unrealistic. Or maybe you heard, "Rich people are greedy." That one sentence can quietly convince you that having wealth makes you a bad person, or that financial success comes at the cost of kindness. Without even knowing it, you start to feel guilty for wanting more. These little phrases, repeated over and over, sink deep into your subconscious. They don't just become background noise, they become beliefs. By the time you're an adult, your brain already has emotional links between money and things like guilt, risk, or even fear. And here's the thing. Those beliefs directly influence your financial behavior. If you think money is scarce, you'll hold on too tightly or avoid investing. If you believe wealth equals greed, you might subconsciously sabotage your own success. Psychologists call this financial conditioning, the mental programming we inherit about money from family, culture, and society. And unless you challenge it, financial conditioning runs your decisions in the background, like software you didn't even know was installed. Neuroscience shows us something fascinating. Your brain creates what are called neural loops. These are like well-worn mental pathways, automatic thoughts that repeat over and over, often without you even noticing. If your loop says, "I'll never be rich," your brain starts scanning the world to confirm that belief. You'll notice every bill you can't pay, every financial struggle, every missed opportunity, because your brain is filtering reality to match the story you already believe. Psychologists call this confirmation bias, the tendency to look for evidence that proves you're right, even if it holds you back. But here's the exciting part. Those loops aren't permanent. The brain isn't a fixed machine. It's a living network that adapts. When you consciously introduce new thoughts, for example, replacing "I'll never be rich" with "I create value easily," your brain starts firing along a different pathway. At first it feels strange, maybe even forced. But with repetition, the new pathway grows stronger, while the old one weakens. This process is called neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to literally rewire itself. It's how people break habits, overcome fears, and yes, even change the way they experience money. Think of it like building a trail through a forest. The more times you walk the new path, the clearer it becomes, until eventually it's the default route. That's how you reprogram your money mindset. One new thought at a time, repeated until it reshapes the way you see wealth. So how do you actually reprogram your brain for wealth? It's not just about thinking positively, it's about following a process that reshapes your beliefs and your environment. Step 1. Identify limiting beliefs. Start by writing down every negative belief you've ever caught yourself saying about money. Things like, "I'm just bad with money," "I'll never earn enough," "I'm not smart enough to invest." These thoughts might feel like facts, but most of the time, they're just stories you've inherited or repeated for so long they became automatic. Once they're on paper, you can look at them objectively and ask, is this absolutely true? Or is it just a belief I've carried without questioning? Step 2, replace them. This is where the rewiring begins. Every time you catch yourself repeating a limiting belief, swap it out with a new one that points you toward growth. For example, instead of "I'm bad with money," try "I'm learning to manage money step by step." Instead of "I'll never earn enough," try "Opportunities to earn and grow are always around me." At first, these new beliefs might feel uncomfortable, but that's exactly how new neural loops are built. Over time, repetition turns them into your brain's new default setting. Step 3. Create environment feedback. Your environment either reinforces your old beliefs or helps your new ones take root. If you surround yourself with people who complain about money or say, "It's impossible to get ahead," your brain will lean back into those patterns. But if you consume books, podcasts, and videos that inspire growth, if you spend time with people who talk about opportunities instead of problems, your brain gets constant reminders that wealth and abundance are possible. Habits also matter here. Tracking your savings, celebrating small wins, even keeping a vision board can reinforce your new mindset. The truth is, your brain adapts fastest when your inner thoughts and outer environment align. When both are working in the same direction, rewiring your money brain doesn't feel forced. It becomes natural. Reprogramming your brain for wealth isn't magic, it's science. Every thought you repeat lays down a wire. Every habit you practice builds a pattern. And over time, those patterns decide the quality of your financial life. If your thoughts are full of fear and scarcity, your actions will reflect that. But if you train your brain to focus on growth, opportunity, and value, you start building a completely different financial reality. The richer your thoughts, the richer your life can become. So if you're ready to rewrite your money story and take control of your financial future, make sure to subscribe to Financalytics. Every other day, we break down the psychology of money and give you practical steps to rewire your brain for wealth. Start today, because the sooner you change your thoughts, the sooner you change your life.